Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today we're going to be playing through another Trespasser Custom map. This is going to be Mountain Valley from Dinosaurs, which I believe was the last fully finished map that he released back in spring of 2020. So it's still a fairly recent map, but after that he said he was retiring from Trespasser modding, and then he released a bunch of his unfinished old projects, just so they'd be out there. But now he's also got a thread for another map he's working on, so maybe he changed his mind about stopping with Trespasser, which would be good if so. He's a pretty prolific mapper. Anyhow, let's get here into Mountain Valley. There are a surprising number of Trespasser maps with Mountain Blank as their name. Mountain Road, Mountain Pass, Mountain Valley. Also pretty good ominous start here with these skulls. So I tried tweaking the settings a bit for this level, but I could not completely remove the pop-in, especially on the foliage. Trespasser just really isn't made for dense foliage, so I guess that's kind of a limitation. But I at least got the terrain to stop deforming as I loaded in. Alright, so let's just slide down this hill. And you can see all this stuff is going to pop in as we go. I also remember that there's a problem, or a limitation with the engine, where you cannot have foliage intersect, otherwise it will just crash flat out. Something to do with not being able to handle intersecting alpha channels. Got another one of these. I still don't remember what these are called. It's a similar hadrosaur to a Parasaurolophus, but they've got kind of a fin on their skull instead of just a protruding crest, I guess you would call the normal one. The curved bone that comes out of their head. Mountain Valley contains many puzzle items needed to progress through the level. Bestow a backup and hip item at the same time. Okay, that's just a tutorial for how to enable the extra slot in CE. Which, you know, if you didn't know that, it's helpful to know that you can activate that. We got one of these guard towers, I guess, is what these were supposed to be. We got a raptor coming, and it's locked, so probably need a key. Or maybe we just can't get in there, and it's just there, so we can follow these power lines. What is with this particular truck model never having an engine? Like, even in the base game, there are a bunch of these around Isla Sorna that just don't have engines. It's like, when InGen pulled out, they didn't have room to bring all their vehicles with them, so they're just like, oh, just take the engines out. Now, I don't think this raptor can jump. I think that is an ATX-only feature. Got a gun in here. Okay, this gangsta style is the default position for this gun when I picked it up. And she said 8 left, but this is a 1911, it looks like. I suppose if it's got 1 in the chamber, then it would be 8, because it's got a magazine capacity of 7. Let's see if we can deal with this raptor.
6, 5, 4.
Alright, that was most of the... Oops. I was about to say, that's most of the magazine for one raptor. That's not good. So, I think that this way would be progress. Having this, you know, power line leading to another structure. So we're gonna go this way first and see if there's maybe like a keycard or something over here that we're gonna need. Also, these trees, I'm gonna say they don't look good. And it's not a billboard, that's just how these trees look. It's just they look kind of bright and umbrella-y. Like, these ones are fine right here, but then if those ones up there, the brighter ones, they just, they look kind of garish. It's almost weirder that Trespasser has real-time shadows for most things.
1 shot left.
You can see the gun here has its real-time shadow. But then some of the tree textures like this have the shadows baked in, where it's supposed to look like light coming through the branches, but it just looks like the tree is kind of afflicted. So it's weird to use both of those methods, but I guess Trespasser couldn't handle real-time shadows for everything. You can see these foliage do have their own shadows, though. What the hell was that sound?
Are you hungry? Take a bite. Come on, I won't hurt you. Mommy! Daddy, you're supposed to come see this! I found something!
Alright, so here's the rich people's brunch from the start of Lost World, I guess. Oh, raptor incoming.
1 shot left.
Got 1 shot. Can I at least donk him with it?
That's it.
Nope, hit the ocean. Alright, well, time to go WWE on him instead. Wow, that actually hurt him. Can I actually beat a raptor to death with a chair? That would be wonderful. Can also use it to fend him off. It's unlike a gun, he can't just shove the dangerous part aside. And the raptor tamer. Problem is I can't throw it at him with force unless I can get some distance. That just completely missed. Just that dunk, and then a spray of blood. What the hell is this? Stop. Unfortunately, I can't swing the chair. It doesn't react like a default object when you do that. Alright, this is getting farcical at this point, Raptor. Well, I can just yeet him with the table. There we go. Just crushed him with a table. You don't see that in the Jurassic Park movies. Alright, now let's check out this doll over here.
Yay, scary toy clown. Must have been the little girl's.
That doesn't look very scary.
What's that?
It's just a jumble of fucking audio clips. So you had the kid from Jurassic Park 1, he's looking at the raptor skeleton. He's like, that doesn't look very scary. And then Grant scares him with the claw. So I can swing this. Am I going to need this as a puzzle item? Because it did the pop-up thing that stuff does in JPDS. Also, that scary toy clown thing must have been from one of the lost lines from Trespasser that was never used. We need a blue card to open this supply thing, which makes me think there's going to be a keycard in here that I need another keycard to get. We've also got some kind of structure up here. Also, before I forget, let's make a save. I thought these were like rocks clipping through the ground, but no, I guess there are just tiny pebble models. I don't think those are in default Trespasser. Alright, it's looking like, yep, this is a dead end. Just seeing that fucking clown over her shoulder. I suppose we can try thwacking a raptor with the clown next. Alright, so we know that we're going to have to come back here with a blue key card, which means I guess we just double back and keep that in mind. It will be a pain if we have to walk all the way back here from back where we came from, though. Also, I don't actually remember if there is an in-gen Humvee model in default Trespasser or if this is custom only. I only remember the Jeeps and the trucks. Actually, path up here, this might lead to that seesaw or whatever that we were looking at. So yeah, I know in the most recent thread, Draconosaurus said that even though he's making another map, he wants to kind of abandon the whole fighting dinosaurs thing, and I guess just focus on puzzles, which, you know, it's a little bit of a downside because it is one of the unique things about Trespasser, the awkward combat system. So having it just be inventory juggling is maybe not the best idea, but, you know, as long as he's making maps, I'm not really going to complain. Make whatever you want, buddy. Huh. You know, I kind of expected that to roll. Okay, so we just got this little platform. There's got to be something useful out there. A keycard or something. Okay. Gotta... No. Good thing I have a supply of rocks up here, not just one. Oh, well, that kind of worked. Bounced it the way we need to go. Probably should have saved before doing this. Ooh, yeah, that's about half damage. Alright, so what's our treasure? Okay. It's cursed Mayan gold coins if we wanted to become a skeleton pirate. If we take one of these, is it going to be a problem? There's also a flintlock pistol there.
You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Anne. You're in one. The gold, it calls to us.
6 left.
I mean, look at this. This is like hitbox way above where the platform actually is. I don't suppose I can wear this hat. I mean, it doesn't actually look like a pirate hat. Nope. Alright, well.
6 left.
Somehow I don't think this is going to be a key, but at least we have another gun. There's some more ruins down there, but I'm pretty sure that if we touch the ocean, we'll just fall over dead with a death message. Because, I mean, JPDS has a lot of those. I guess I can put this on my hip. Alright. Looks like I can walk back up here instead of trying to platform across. Which might be safer. If I can get up here, this might be an invisible wall. Alright, let's save again. See if I can just skirt down here.
Ow!
There we go. Please tell me this is not too much of a slope for me to handle. I've got to shift her big rolling cube of leg into all-terrain mode. Can kind of use these rocks to slide back to if I start falling. And I know people don't like me to just spam jump when we have an actual jump sound, but it's like kind of instinctual now. Like I don't even realize I'm doing it half the time in Trespasser. Okay, so that leads back to the beach. Where does this go? Yeah, see, like, looking at this texture up close, I feel like if it was just darkened a bit, it would look fine, but when it's like this bright yellow, it just looks really weird. Okay, there's the power lines. So, is this the other path that we started at? Oh, got a stegosaur here. You think I can get on top of this one? I feel like with the hill, I can just walk right up here. Oop. What's that? Ooh, what is up with that texture on the bottom? I feel like you're not supposed to see them from that angle. Come on. Dinosaur rider. I can do it. Also that, like, fleshy sound when I touch it. Alright, I think he's turned too much to the side now. Ugh. I thought they had a damage strip in their mouth, but maybe it's because his mouth is closed? I'm like jamming myself into his beak. Alright, I can't mount the Stegosaurus. See, I started doing the jumping thing and I wasn't even thinking about it. Also a Triceratops, who got all of the Trespasser greatest hits in this level. Nothing around this Jeep. Okay, I think that's the truck right there. Yeah, there's the tower behind it, so... Go back this way. Follow the power lines. Well, at least we know we can kind of shortcut to the beach if we go along there. Assuming we need the blue key card, and it's not just like, hey, backtrack a whole bunch to get some guns. Nowhere we can get up there, right? I mean, that kind of looks like a path. There's even like a dirt thing going right up the mountain. What's that? Oh, I think this is a tail rotor from the Biosyn chopper. Which might have been over here. I saw something blue over here as well. It also looks very small. Like, I mean, it's a one-person chopper, I suppose, but still. Ooh.
3 shots.
3 shots? Okay, is this just the default aiming pose for Anne in this level? I feel like 3 shots isn't going to do us much good. Also, we can't pocket this because we already have the flintlock. And, you know, they take up the same slot. I suppose, really, the CE add-on doesn't really add a new slot. All it does is make it so you can use both slots at the same time, plus whatever's in your hand. So I guess it's easier to do that than it would be to actually add a new slot. I doubt it's possible, but I would also love to see someone, just as a joke, do a map where they just take all of the controls for Anne's arm and mirror them to the other arm, so that whenever you try to, like, you know, grab something, whatever, it controls both of the arms identically from opposite sides. I would just love to see that and how awkward it would be, just as like a joke map. But Trespasser might not be able to handle 2 arms doing their arm bony things. But then I feel like we would get into the same territory as, like, the long drive in terms of silly arm physics. Alright, so we got more power lines, which are connecting to this little wind turbine. Looks surprisingly new, considering everything else here is abandoned. Like, this is a brand new structure. InGen personnel only. Alright, this door also needs a key.
3 left.
I suppose the bullets are not a key in this case. Floating rock. Checks out. I know that Dinosaurs hates doing height fixing, where you have to actually get everything level with the ground. And in the maps he makes to de-stress, he doesn't do that at all. So anything that's floating is just going to be floating. But then again, when you have to do that manually, object by object, for every single one of these rocks, and every bush, and, you know, every gun, I can see why you wouldn't want to, especially when you're doing it alone. Okay. Now I'm just kind of confused where we are. I think those are the power lines we followed to get here, so that means if we go down there, we should be in a new area. Now, can I get down there safely? Because this looks like a very big no. But I think I can scuttle down over here. You know, I'm hearing a lot of dinosaurs in this level, but we've only seen like 4 or 5. But I guess because their AI activation range is so much higher than default right now, you can hear them even when they're far away. What is that sound? That is not a default raptor sound. Can I kill this thing in 3 bullets? Apparently I can. In just 1. Boom. Headshot. I'm also a little paranoid when someone says that it's a puzzle-heavy map because the items themselves are so small that it's very easy to miss them if they're not placed somewhere obvious. Which is why, generally, they are placed on some kind of noticeable object like sitting on a jeep or a box or anything that'll keep you from having to just dig through the bushes for a keycard. But I'm always paranoid that that's not going to be the case. Alright, it sounds like we've got something large and predatory ahead. I think it's ahead. Anytime I'm, like, confused about the direction of audio, I end up... I touch my hand to the side of my headset to make sure that's not on backwards. We got a raptor, but there's also, like, an Albertosaurus or something around.
That's it.
Okay, the first one I get why that missed, but not the second one.
6 left.
Well, we may not be getting very many guns in this level, but they are pretty powerful. Oh, right. Forgot about the creepy doll.
4 shots.
Okay, we got like a tree house here. I bet there's going to be something useful there. It's so funny how ladders work in Trespasser because you just have to jump to go up them. There's no, like, just hold W to walk up.
Oh, God. He
Oh,
must have been
God.
scared.
It's a nest.
He was wounded. He crawled in here, maybe losing blood. Guess he thought it was safe.
11,700 megahertz. That seems like a key hint. I wonder if I can pick this up. Radio frequency. Oh, fuck. I knocked the key card off. Alright, well, hopefully... To use a radio frequency, touch its clipboard to the balloon radio case. What? Okay, guess we're gonna need this too. Toss everything off of
Feels
here.
full. 4 shots.
Okay, that also takes the pistol slot. Getting down these ladders can be a little bit difficult, but it's actually less dangerous than something like Half-Life. Because you do kind of slowly slide down with friction. Unlike Half-Life, where it's you either magnetize to it or you just completely miss and fall right off. There's the keycard. There's the radio. Where'd the clipboard go? Did I leave that up there? No, I threw it. Alright, so let's try touching this to this. How do radio?
He must have been scared.
Oh, damn it.
He was wounded. He crawled in here, maybe losing blood. Guess he thought it was safe.
I thought that the replay last message might also replay the last text that popped up. Yeah, okay, that doesn't work either. Well, shit. I didn't actually get to read that. Thought it said we had to touch the clipboard to the radio, but I don't know if it means this radio. What's going on with this radio? Alright, so we've got a gun, we've got a creepy doll, we've got a keycard. There's a lot of shit to carry right now. Helipad keycard. Would be useful if we knew where there was a helipad.
Feels full.
I guess we'll just carry this around. Yeah, so there's an Albertosaur up there. I would think that the helipad is at the end of this power line. Alright, hopefully he'll be more interested in that raptor corpse than us. If I can get some distance. Oh god, the collision box on this tree is so big. Alright, well, we know where that other stuff is, so if we find a radio, I guess we'll just have to do some lame backtracking to get the clipboard. That's the other thing with being a puzzle-heavy map, is it just means like, hey, here's a bunch of items you need to juggle, because you still really only have 3 slots. And only 2 slots for puzzle items, because pretty much all of them go into the pistol slot, since they're all small. I don't know why there's no Trespasser map where you just have to lug around a big-ass wrench to fix something. Alright, so there's also that path over there. Or is that where we came from? Yeah, that's where we came from. Okay. There's a raptor behind me. I don't know whence it came from, but... okay. I just fucking chopped him in the mouth with it, and he died. Don't know how that happened, but I'll take it. Usually it's me getting crushed by mysterious physics interactions, and not them. Okay, that also looks like a path. I wouldn't be surprised if this actually leads back to the skulls that we started at the bottom of, though, based on the texture. Okay. Barrels of oil. Another skeleton. There's a boomstick in here.
8 left.
Double-barrel shotgun with 8 shots. Oh, there's a key. A very small key. Hopefully, this uses the JPDS system, though, and it will despawn the key once I pick it up. Nope, that's not the case. So, hey, look, now we have another thing we have to carry around, and that goes to the wind turbine, which is all the way back. Alright, well, hopefully we can ditch our helipad key here. 'Cause that's why I was hoping we'd just take that and we'd be able to use it up. It is kind of eerie how quiet and echoey everything is in this map. Like, a lot of Trespasser maps, that is the case, because they don't have music or too much ambient sound. I can't believe I just trusted that was not going to collapse on me without a second thought.
Must be out of juice. How did they get their electricity?
Okay, so I guess we're going to need to go back to the wind turbine, power it up, and that way we can get in here and use the radio. Which means we should remember to bring the radio back with us. Also, I like that this is built on a second helipad, but it's just like a shack on top of it. Oh no, oh no. God damn it. Always with these doors. You touch them and you just sink into them. Okay, just making sure there's nothing back here. Well, we know what we have to do now. We have to take our key back with us. I don't think we need this scary toy anymore. I'm gonna leave it here. I think it was just a joke item, so it would play that sound. Alright, so we got the key. So we go back to the wind turbine, and then I guess we have to grab the radio frequency on the way back and hope it is the correct one. Because that pop-up made it sound like it's not the only radio frequency.
Hasn't been used.
Oh, right, that's not a back slot.
Feels full.
So we'll take the shotgun, I guess, for now. Can I do anything with this? These are the JPDS water canisters that you can drink out of to get your health back, but
8 shots.
since that's not a mechanic here, I guess we don't need to worry about it. Alright, so we'll take the shotgun.
Feels full.
Take the Mac 10. That's pretty cool. Stone raptor statue. Except it implies that there are always raptors here. I'm kind of hoping this is a shortcut, though. Especially since we had to kind of slide downhill to get to the turbine, or from the turbine. But it also seems like the shack, or tower that we saw at the start, isn't going to matter. Because I can't imagine that we're going to have to go back there after the wind turbine. Okay, this is not the waterfall, so I don't know where this leads, but hopefully somewhere useful. Okay, yeah, this is the valley, so we were next to the waterfall. And now there's raptors down here that weren't here before. Well, that's your problem, buddy, and not ours. So yeah, not a huge fan of the backtracking aspect of it. I kind of prefer when there's a more directed progression around the map, instead of like, okay, you've already been here, but now you need to go all the way back because you have the one key. It's different when you start near an objective and it's like, okay, I don't have the keycard, better go into level, explore around, and find it to bring it back. But I'm getting the feeling as well that the blue keycard is just going to be something extra. I don't remember the starting capacity for this gun, if it's using the default. Definitely going to make sure to make a save once we get to the turbine, though, because it's been a long time since I saved. And I'm also thinking if we have to do more backtracking around, just gonna cut it out because it's not like we're gonna see anything new. Maybe it'll spawn some extra raptors, but that's about it. Otherwise, we're just doing a lot of this, a lot of trudging. Plus, that way I can hop my way there to shorten the trudge time. What are the odds that when we get in here, it's going to be like, oh, I need something else to start up the turbine? Better go use this blue key. Alright. Let me in. God, it's even brighter in here. This is how a wind turbine works. There's another key. Who is this? Why is it so far away? I can't tell who that's supposed to be. The father of modern turbines.
System's ready.
Where are the breakers?
Maintenance shed, the other end of the compound. 3 minutes, I can have power back on the entire park.
I bet we're gonna need to go in the tower now with this key. Oh boy. Let's just trudge all the way back over there, which means I am definitely cutting that out because that's some boring ass backtracking. So, I'll see you back at the tower. Made it back to the tower, but it looks like we got more than just a raptor that spawned here. So that might be a bit more of a problem. Oh, got stuck with the stretchy leg.
Here's about half.
Now I don't know if it's dead or not. Yeah, I'd say it's dead. As it slowly just oozes out of the truck. That's real sad, you know? What do you want? What are you fronting for? Okay, good. For the moment there, I was afraid that that was actually not the right key. And that I had missed a section of the level. Alright. Got another computer here. We got an ammo box. I guess maybe I could like reload the shotgun
8 left.
somehow here. Grind it on there.
8 left.
I was wondering if maybe the blue keycard would be in here. Maybe the blue keycard is just entirely optional? Because I'm not seeing a way to move anything. Not like hidden behind. Nope. Alright, well, I guess we just enable the wind turbine and then go back to the heliport. Haven't seen another clipboard, so hopefully that means there isn't another frequency to find. But yeah, let's make the trip back across again, and again, cut it out. Hopefully this should be pretty straightforward to start up the turbine.
Please just work.
Hey, it even works. It spins. Slowly. I don't know if that'd be enough to generate any power whatsoever, but at least it's moving. So now we just walk our ass back to the heliport, and hopefully we can... Oh, wait. We have to make sure to grab the clipboard on the way so that I can actually use the radio to call the correct frequency. But I think the problem with this style of puzzle is that it's still just a little bit too key heavy. A little bit too much of it is use key on door in order to get key to open door, to get key to go back and open previous door. Whereas I feel like, for example, the Ruins level by Rebel did a better approach to actually having puzzles that were puzzly and not just key-based, because it still had inventory puzzles, but they were more, you know, traditional adventure game kind of use item, then use other item on that item to activate it, like the gasoline can combined with the torch to blow up the wall. Which I prefer that style over just key hunting and backtracking for keys, even though that's pretty much what Resident Evil is, and I'm a big fan of Resident Evil, but it's different there. Anyway, let's make our way back to the heliport. Okay, so I can hear the radio now, which is a good sign. Unfortunately, this clipboard is not something you can actually store on your person, so I had to just carry it ahead of me like this while hopping and hupping. Okay, thankfully the keycard is still here. It hasn't sunk through the floor.
Score.
The originals in Trespasser didn't light up like this either, did they? I don't know why, it's just always impressive to me to see more animation in the environment. Okay, there's a gun here, that's a little concerning, and a blue keycard. Oh no. You know, I was about to say, I guess the blue keycard was just something extra that we didn't actually need, but it's looking like we're gonna need to backtrack.
Broken. This sucks.
Radio frequency C. Okay, so I guess we're gonna need to fix the radio with new parts or something. Also, is this a club? I mean, it looks like part of the bed, but it also doesn't look like it matches anything already there. Always check the toilet in case there's a pistol. No, looks like there's nothing in here. Can't go out there. So I guess we get to do even more backtracking.
8 left.
Because there wasn't enough already. Take the blue key card. Gotta go back to the beach and I assume find spare parts. Perhaps just a spare microphone. But at least we brought the frequency here, so we don't have to carry that again.
8 shots.
Oh boy.
Empty.
Oh, it's empty, okay. So we don't need to carry this with us, though I'm curious if I could reload this with the shotgun box, but we still have the double barrel, so we don't even need to. There hasn't exactly been that many enemy spawns. Alright, well, I thought I was done. But no, we get to do the biggest backtrack yet, because now we have to go all the way up here, then down, then all the way to the beach, then all the way back up. I can't really say that that's the most fun level design. Sorry, Drac. Alright, well, I guess once more, I will see you on the other side. Been a long time since I seen one of you Tribe B boys around here. So yeah, at least there is some dinosaur spawns popping up as we backtrack through these areas, but it's still kind of annoying. What are you eating? What is edible over there? Oh yeah, there was that first raptor, wasn't there, that I crushed with the table.
8 shots.
Alright, well, let's give him a little bit of the buckshot.
7.
Which just kind of works like a rifle, just like it did in that desert map.
6. 5.
Ah, he spun me right around to aim at the other one. That look of immense surprise. Okay. So, this should be our last backtrack. Hopefully. Fingers extremely crossed. That's just another frequency. Maybe we just didn't have the right frequency? What's that sound? There's like something banging against metal somewhere. And yeah, as you can see, we still can't put it onto our belt, which means we need to probably carry this all the way there. So, backtracking, once more with feeling. I will say this, for this style of map, even from vanilla Trespasser, I think the town is a much better setup for this kind of key hunt than having just a big corridor level like this, because there, you have all these structures close together, so all the stuff you need is not that much walking distance apart. You just need to figure out where stuff is hidden and what order it goes in, and I like that a lot better than just big, long, forest hallways we have to walk down in order to get back to the previous puzzle pieces. Alright, let's get back to the heliport. We're back, once again, with another frequency, and at this point, there's nowhere left to go in the level, so I really hope this works. I went back and looked at the clip again of when I picked up the first clipboard, and it does say, touch it to the radio balloon case. Now, I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's an actual radio term, but I'm hoping that just means it's one of the things here, and I can just smash this against it. Because otherwise, I don't know what we need to do. Just hammer this on everything. Balloon case. Balloon case. I mean, obviously, this doesn't seem to be working. We can take the microphone, but, like, if this wasn't the place to do it, then why would there be the radio crackle that makes it sound like it's supposed to be here? This is just gonna be me smashing everything together. Am I really gonna have to look up the term balloon case to figure this out? Nothing back in that corner, right? Percussive maintenance, perhaps? Or maybe we need to stand this back up, but no, can't even interact with it. There's no, like, other antenna or anything, is there? Oh, yeah, because it's just a drop back here. Well, shit. I guess we're not quite done after all, because I'm now going to have to try a bunch of things to see if I can get a response from this radio. Which, again, probably just going to be... Uh-oh. I think that just fell right through the bottom. But yeah, it's probably just going to be me smashing stuff against other stuff until it happens. So, great. I guess we get to wait a little longer before this map will be over. Let's see what I can come up with. So, it turns out, when it was talking about a balloon radio case, it was being quite literal, as there's a crashed balloon here that I completely blinded on, because you can see, it's right here where we came down from the turbine. Speaking of the turbine, that clanking sound you hear in the distance, that's actually the turbine coming completely off of its axis, which is probably the reason that Trespasser generally doesn't have animated elements in its environment. Anyhow, so we got the balloon here, and I took the liberty of individually bringing each of the radio frequencies here. But yeah, I had to look into the thread and saw that people were literally talking about a balloon to realize that there must have been something I missed and backtracked here. So there is a radio there. I assume we can use it to escape. Also, just a dead guy. The same dead guy who, gave us our mission in the winter map. What is up with those tube arms, though? I assume this must have been made as a player model originally. Oh. Radio frequency A. Well, it just clipped immediately through under here. Let's see if I can reach this. Get out of the way, ballast. I don't think I can extend far enough. Even with hitting space, which makes you extend your arm, I think it's just a little too under there. Unless I can kind of... Alright, whatever, I'll just reload. But yeah, we should be able to finish the level here by just, slapping the clipboards against the radio until we get the right frequency. I would assume this is all of the frequencies available, because, we did get them from all over the map. Alright, let's try radio frequency A.
It's right here. Hello.
Hola.
Hola.
Buenos días.
Enrique, ¿estás con una mujer?
No, not Enrique. It's Ian. Malcolm, are you on the boat?
Enrique,
No, is this the boat?
¿dónde estás?
We're on Isla Sorna, and we need to talk to the boat Mar del Plata, ma'am.
Enrique? ¿Dónde estás, Enrique?
No, the lady. Enough. Wrong frequency. God.
Well, I mean, it's nice to hear more sound files from The Lost World, but kind of weird considering we're Anne to just have an Ian Malcolm talking to the radio line. Alright. That Albertosaur sounded way closer for a second than it actually is. I don't remember which one of these is which. I think this is the one we got from the beach. But yeah, I have no idea which one will be the actual correct one, since most of them came from locked rooms. Let's try this one.
International Genetic Technologies, Site B, Local Node Network Services. Please log in.
I'm gonna say it's not that one. Also, I wonder if that's Draconosaurus' voice. I haven't actually seen his live-action series thing he did that also stars him. But I think that would have been a reference to the radio network across the island in the second novel. Let's try this one.
Oh, hello? Hello?
This is the Costa Rican Coast Guard, over.
I'm on the dinosaur preserve, for God's sake. Get me out of here.
What the? You serious? Sure, we'll send a chopper right away, over.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. So that was the correct one, but... Are we just gonna get an end screen now? Or do we have to actually go somewhere? Do we have to go back to the heliport, maybe? Because we've had already things change in this map as we go backtrack.
Let us play fun.
This is just a local techno track. Oh no, it's following me. I really hope it's not also going to get copyright claimed. I guess this is good escape music.
Let us play fun.
I feel like maybe we needed a helicopter landing sound clip off in the distance, so you'd be like, oh yeah, I gotta go back to the helipad. But yeah, we seem to have summoned a T-Rex in the process.
4 shots.
Still got 4 shots of this left. Don't think that's enough to kill a T-Rex. Despite whatever Roland Tembo thought he could use to bring down a buck. Oop. Then again, I think that was a double-barrel elephant gun in Lost World and not just a shotgun.
That's it.
Did the T-Rex always have a tongue modeled in its mouth? You know, like, separate from the jaw? Because I don't remember that. But I feel like I haven't actually played a lot of mods or maps for this recently. Recently being like the last year that actually had a T-Rex in it. Well, no, that's not true. There was the family of T-Rexes in Redwood Road, but I don't remember them having tongues. Also, this is, for once, actually a functional-looking helicopter. It's a little basic, but it's better than all the maps that just have an exploded one. And off we go. So yeah, that is the end of Mountain Valley. It was an okay map, but like I said, I think the backtracking is what kills it most. If it had been either better interconnected, so that there were more paths going between the various points, so you didn't have to just do like a big figure 8, it would have worked better than having you have to just constantly go in circles to pick up the one item you can carry. And not having the clipboards be something you can store is annoying, but I can see why that problem would be not having those if you just memorize them instead, because there's no way to pick which frequency you're going to use on the radio. So you'd actually have to carry them, but I'm not sure why you can't make them stowable. Anyhow, that was Mountain Valley. It's, hopefully Drax's next map, which is also going to be more puzzle-heavy, will be a little tighter, because he did get that kind of feedback looking at the thread, that it was a little tedious. But I have hope for the next map. Anyhow, thanks for joining me for another Trespasser Custom, and I should see you with some more soon. Until then, take care, folks.